Hello there, Aries. My name's Frankie. I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com, and I am a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath, and I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And I've never read cards, and I thought for the past year I've been teaching myself how to do it, and it's been quite fun. And this is my little second journey out here into the YouTube world, and I'm enjoying it, and I thank you for all of your likes and shares and your comments. That's been a really, really good time for me. I read them all. It took me forever to get back to writing everybody, but I'm doing the best that I could here. And this is my intent with doing these readings is to somehow, some way, my prayer is that at least one of you out there gets what you need from this reading, and it helps you move forward on your journey. I am using your sun sign as if it's your name. So I'm an empath. So if you hear me say I during the reading, I don't mean me, Frankie. I mean you, Aries. It's the way I talk. It's a speech pattern. So if your name's George, I'm calling you Aries right now, if that's your sun sign. If none of this makes sense to you or resonates with you, if you know your moon or your rising sign, you might want to go and look at that too, because that could give you, if this makes sense to you, it could still clarify some things for you and get you a little bit more information. And what else did I want to tell you? Oh, I don't do card readings on the website, but I do readings. Like I told you, this is what I've done for 27 years. And if you want to know anything about me, I think it's down below this video, and I think it's probably below my name. And if you click on that, you'll get the information about the website, and you can go there. So what I've done for the month is the same thing that I did last month, which was draw 4 cards, and I'm going to use the bottom card in the deck for your overall view for the month. I do not believe these cards are going to be like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, because I don't think that's the way I operate. So they're kind of going to blend back and forth throughout the month, and that's pretty obvious when you see what is actually going on here. But your overall theme, this is the card from the bottom of the deck. Let me get it up there so I can show you. It's the Seven of Wands. And that to me is quite interesting. It looks like you've been going through a battle here and you're fending off the enemies. Makes me kind of wonder there. It's been a pretty trying time, and I think that all of your dealings this month are going to have to do with, like, let's say, your personal limitations, things like that. See, things that are of like a secret nature, perhaps things that you don't discuss or talk to with friends, family, that kind of stuff. Maybe drawing troubled people into your world, those kind of things. And I believe that you're an inspiration to other people, and I think that what Spirit's doing this month is they're saying, okay, come on now. All right, Aries, let's get our act together and change the things, transform the things that we want to transform, and keep the things that are good for us. So if this is you fending everybody off and, perhaps people talking about you behind your back, or things like that, maybe you need to really look around and get a little clarity of sight this month, because from what they're explaining to me, this is a month where things are transforming for you. And we have the very first card we have after the Seven of Wands is actually the next 7, and it's the Seven of Swords upside down. When I see this card, I always I think of someone sneaking into a camp and stealing something, and he's got 5 swords out of 2 in his hand. But in this case, it feels a lot different to me for whatever reason, because well, for one thing, it's upside down, and for the other thing, it's making me think that I think I have the upper hand on all these situations, and I know exactly what's going on. But with this in reverse, it's telling me maybe I don't have all the information I need about the situations, right? And maybe I'm still being deceived, or like something's undercover for me here, that I haven't quite got a gist on yet. And, it feels like I need to have a lot of things, like up my game, change things up, that kind of stuff right now. And I want to be on the lookout to make sure that the deception is not coming from my own self. Am I putting the blinders on? Am I refusing to see things? That kind of thing, kind of like the elephant in the living room. That's what I think of when I see this, because there's other people on here when this is right side up that are basically watching what the heck's going on, and they know everything, but I'm the one that doesn't know what's going on. So, and when it's upside down, I'm still being deceived somewhere. So either I'm, like they said, I'm deceiving myself, or, someone else in the picture is deceiving me. And the reason I'm thinking all this, because I believe, and I'm not an astrologer, but I believe that your sun sign, everything I believe is in your 12th house, and I'm pretty sure that's like secret, hidden things, other extra, like drawing troubled people to you. What else is in that 12 sign? Like I said, it would be like my own personal limitations, things like that I try to keep like a little bit hidden from other people, and nobody wants everybody to know all of your secrets. But the reason I'm thinking about this is because we're going to have a lot of big changes this month for you. And because the next card, and you have 3 swords cards here right in a row. And the next card here is the 10 of swords. And when I see that, I think, oh my God, someone stabbed me in the back. But actually, that's not quite what it means. It means that, I've went through some challenges here with this 7 of Wands, and I've been fending people off, that kind of stuff. And, things are, how do I want to put this? They're telling me things are not quite what you think. When this card is upright, and it's not, it's upside down. To me, this would mean going through a really difficult time where I felt maybe there's no one in my corner at all. There's no one here who's going to help me. What's going to happen? Where's that brotherhood, sisterhood kind of thing in my life? Who's going to come out and protect me or whatever. And since it's the 10, so what happens during this is I face everything, right? And I look at whatever's going on in my life clearly, and with a great amount of like expectancy for the new coming in. Being as this is upside down, they're telling me you better pay attention, Aries, because you're not making the decisions and choices that you have to make to make it better, make my life better for me. I'm just like doing this, kind of cowering in the corner, and like, oh, if I go this way, this will happen to me. If I go that way, something else will happen to me. But in order to bring new and a better life and a better life for me and the things that I want, right? Sometimes I really have to look clearly at the situations that were behind me, so to speak, and remove them from my life. Because when, if you think about this, the swords are falling right out of his back if he's upside down, right? And if I look at those things clearly, I can invite brand new, fresh perspective, brand new, fresh people, and only keep the things out of my past that are relevant, you know, to me in the now. The things that gave me joy, the friends, the family, if they brought me joy, right? And if they made me happy and if they helped me, I will keep them. If not, what I'm going to do with this, starting over again, is I'm going to bring the brotherhood, sisterhood, the new people, the people I can trust. If there's nothing in my past I can trust, I don't want to bring it into the future, because remember, both of these cards are still upside down. This one, the Seven of Swords in reverse, still means, uh, pay attention. There's still deception around you, and maybe, I don't feel this is, it could be old situations. It feels more old situations, like I think I'm, well, in this case, let's say, I think I got the upper hand on the situation, and I really haven't looked at it clearly, and I have to be able to change my perspective extremely fast and get on with it extremely fast. If I got to change on a dime, I'm going to change on a dime. And if I intuitively feel that this, let's say, new life path or new person that came into my life is going to be trustworthy and good and helpful, even if it's, let's say it's a partner, or even, a brand new friend, or someone in my family I haven't seen for years and years, but they've changed, they've altered. So now they are a new person to me. I still want to make sure, right, with my heart and soul, that I didn't throw the baby out with the bathwater for those that have treated me well and treated me very good in my past, and kept those in my past that I'm still keeping them hanging on, when perhaps this is where these swords came from in the first place. So I want to really look around me, because this is a month of total transformation for me, and a real big chance and opportunity to move forward, because you have the Six of Swords here in the next position, which to me is like moving forward, moving from troublesome times into times that are calmer, water, more inspirational, bring me more joy, bring me that transformation I'm looking at. In order to be responsible for ourselves, we have to be responsible for ourselves, which means we have to know what makes us happy, what makes us sad, where we stand in positioning to other people, everything about ourselves, what's true. Like, if you know the secrets about yourself, tell yourself the secrets. Take off the blinders and tell yourself the secrets, because this is going forward to me, and it's right side up on a wonderful new life path. But I don't want deception in that life path. I want new beginnings, new friends, new opportunities to keep that which was wrong for me in my past, And that's real important, because now we have the Death card, and no, Aries, I'm not going to make you kick the bucket. From what I understand, this is total transformation, given an opportunity to totally transform your life, right? But it's reversed. So what am I doing with that opportunity? Remember the Ten of Swords, right? Ten of Swords in reverse and the Death card in reverse. We have them both here. How am I going to look at this opportunity, right? Because this card shows that the opportunity is there for the transformation. I face what's going on in my life. I do what I have to do to change up my own game, right? To put this card right side up, because now I've got it the way I want. When it's this way, I'm not making the choice. And I always think in my own life, and this is me, Frankie, telling you, I always think if you don't make a choice, you already made the choice. So if I'm not looking at a situation clearly, I'm basically asking it to bust me in the butt for later on. And I know, because I do it a lot, this is obviously true, or I couldn't tell you that's experience. This shows that, this Death card in reverse shows that I'm not taking the opportunity that Spirit is giving to me. And I truly, truly want to take that opportunity now, sort over the things in the past, whether it's friends, family, whatever it is, just relationships in general, that kind of stuff, if that's what's bothering me, or if it's my career, or I don't like the course that I'm taking in school. Maybe I want to drop that course right now and try to get in next semester into something else. It'll be a different thing for each and every one of us, but it seems like really a fun time. It's painful to look at myself clearly. It can be a very painful experience to try to transform something. But when I'm doing it for me, not for the new friends, not for the old people in my life, not for anyone else, but because I want the change, I'm not going to deceive myself about anything anymore. I know where I stand. If I do these things, I transform. I literally transform my whole entire life. I take a lot of the drama out of it. I, choose not to over magnify all of my problems. It's like, me, oh my God, nobody, didn't happen to anyone else in the world before, only me, right? That's not the opportunity Spirit's giving me this month. The opportunity is, self-analysis. The opportunities, look inside, find out who's relevant. New people come into my life, look at them like being refreshed. Look at them. Look them over clearly. Are they trustworthy? Is this what I want? Because Spirit's saying that they're bringing me a lot of trustworthy people if I will only open the door of my heart to them. And there's trustworthy people in my past that I closed the door on in order to keep those that would harm me, you know? And when you recognize what has harmed and not given you joy, obviously, we're going to change that. And we're going to change it up a lot during this month, because they're saying, like, clear up any old debts, correct any past mistakes. The way they're saying it is like, look at myself. Just look at myself very, very clearly, and where I'm responsible for it, take responsibility, and where I'm not, I'm going to just dump it somewhere. And you're probably saying right now, well, Frankie, that's easier said than done, or whatever. But actually, all it takes is that first step. If I take the first step, if I say, I'm sorry, or if I say, I'm dumping you, they should absolutely know why they deserved it, right? It just seems simple for this month. And especially because we don't want to keep secrets from ourselves. Well, these cards are Doreen Virtue Angel cards, and I decided last month, I think, Spirit, the angels up there, or however that was working, was stacking the deck on me. But I'm going to shuffle these up for you and pull a card to see how it fits with this reading. And remember what we're trying to do with all of these, right? We've went through a really, really tough battle where we had to fend everybody off in the world. Now we're going to stand up, look at ourselves, dust ourselves off, and move on. I always think bend over once and kick myself in the rear end and say, not going there again. It's really actually that simple. Spirit is simple. People are complicated. Don't make it overblown. Just do it, get on with it, and bring the transformation and the new events and people, and maybe even we have this Six of Swords card here, maybe even a trip. I like traveling. Let me pick one of these angel cards for you, and I'll read to you out of what it says in the deck. Or not the deck, the little book, or whatever. You gotta cut me a break here. I'm just learning how to do this. What they say. Your card is listen. You don't have to say anything. That's a beautiful card, huh? Can't quite see if I can get the glare off of it. And listen. It's a beautiful angel with her finger to her mouth. It says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in the quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you, which is listen. And when we're doing self-analysis or looking, I think, like I said, I believe the 12th house is like secret hidden agendas, that kind of stuff, or we feel we have the upper hand on something and we really don't quite have that upper hand on something. I believe that, that listen means a lot more than what we're thinking here, because it's like listen to what's inside of us, right? That's what it feels like. Let me see if I can find it in the book, because I figured out there's other meanings in here that I really don't quite understand yet, and they probably are valuable to you. Other than what I read to you, it says you received this card because the angels wish you to get their message, or wish to get their messages through to you. And that's pretty basically what they were saying to us that for this month. They want to get the message through, but perhaps we're just not listening to it. It says, whoop, missed whatever I'm doing here and flipped over. They ask that you talk less and listen more. When we're stressed, we tend to chatter out of the nervousness. Give your worries to the angels and trust that they've heard your prayers. If it seems they're not answering the prayers, it's probably because you're not listening to their answers. So retreat to a quiet place with the intention of listening to your angels, and close your eyes and breathe deeply and listen. And that's what they're telling us. The self-analysis, don't deceive our own selves. That's what it's basically, the month is going to be about. It says additional meanings are avoid noisy environments. You've been hearing your angels correctly. Turn off the television or the radio. Your hearing is becoming more sensitive because you've been tuning into the angels. And clear your ear chakras by visualizing light clearing the area above each eyebrow. Oh, we have ear chakras too, huh? Just, you could do like this. And get over it and get on with it, because it looks like this is going to be a wonderful, extremely interesting month where even though it's self-analysis and transformation, total transformation, if we're willing to do that, how excellent can our life be? I know the process can be painful, but the end result is really worth it, don't you think? Well, this is Frankie once again from spirits-healing-readings.com, and please feel free to comment or like or share, and go over to the website. Like I said, I believe the information's down below this video, and if you need me for an appointment or anything, just give me a call or email me. All the information's on the website. Well, it was really nice being with you, Aries, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.